Rapper Lil Durk.
Lil Durk card? Well, rapper in the murder for hire plot back in 2022 is in the hospital tonight after being attacked in
federal jail prior to his trial because he has been going through the worst since being imprisoned, and his fans are responding to him in a totally different way than they may have anticipated. The Oblak rapper is on the edge of going insane. To learn everything there is to know about Lil Durk's actual prison circumstances, follow the video through to the finish. You won't want to miss this, I assure you. Lil Durk was taken into custody and taken away close to Miami International Airport. Startled the music business when police suspected the rapper of making several travels overseas to evade detection in the country. Lil Durk was arrested on October 17, 2024, and a federal magistrate judge ordered that he be placed in federal detention in the state where he was arrested. The rapper was to be held without bond until he was transported to Los Angeles, and neither Lil Durk nor any of the other 5 defendants had consented to enter a plea to the charges against him. Angeles for the arraignment in accordance with the prosecution's 2010 additional indictment. The 6 defendants will shortly be arraigned in the U.S. District Court located in downtown Los Angeles. While in hiding, the gang, which was all about Chicago-born rappers, was detected engaging in violent, murderous acts. Lil Durk founded the family OTF, a prominent hip-hop production company, and the gang engaged in other questionable activities. TB and Rondo had a feud that started in November 2020 when one of TB's associates killed Lil Durk's best friend, King Val. Desperate to get revenge for the death of this friend, Lil Durk was willing to do whatever it took to get rid of his opponent. The indictment, which the court record states the rapper had a fight with the prosecution, claimed that all of these actions were carried out at the rapper's request. However, on August 19, 2022, OTF members and when the gang opened fire at a patrol station near the Beverly Center shopping mall, associates who had come up with a plot to kill TB used 2 cars to track down and tried to kill their target. Lil Durk and the other guys, who are now co-defendants, fired at least 18 rounds at Rondo's automobile using a machine gun and other weapons.
One man inside, a member of Rondo's entourage.
The team's efforts were not in vain when they accidentally shot Rondo's cousin, who was traveling with him at the time of the tragic incident. Lil Durk also played a significant role in putting himself in danger because the money used to carry out the scheme came from banks and OTF-related finances, making it easy to trace the OTF member and close associates of Durk, who also planned the attack and paid 5 co-conspirators to carry it out, according to the prosecution's evidence that he had ordered Rondo's murder and that the conspirators he hired ruined the entire situation. Journey to California from Chicago. The conspiracy grew quite complex when it was found that the defendants had purchased one-way flights for the Chicago-born rapper the day before the murder, according to flight bank records. As the idea developed, Lil Durk had told the OTF associate booking the flights not to use his name on any of them. Despite their best attempts, one of the 5 defendants allegedly went shopping after Durk, and another hitman, Bonnie, took a private plane to California. On the same day, the co-conspirators left Chicago. The prosecutor overseeing Lil Durk's case statement claims that he paid with a credit card in L's name and allegedly bought ski masks for the hitmen to use in the murder. The prosecutors have been working tirelessly to examine Lil Durk's case and seek the maximum punishment for the rapper and his co-conspirators. The prosecutor continued by discussing how deadly and dangerous the crime was, stating that Mr. Banks Durk is accused of planning a cold-blooded murder that killed a rival's relative, in addition to the fact that the shooting at a patrol station at a busy. The intersection occurred in the open, endangering numerous nearby residents. To be clear, while you're going about your life believing you got away with it, the FBI is piecing together the facts, and this arrest is the result of our combined efforts. Assistant Director of the FBI Los Angeles Field Office, A.E.L. Davis, also contributed to the investigation. United States Attorney Martin Estrada added that this type of violent gun crime is terrible for our community and that those who commit such heartless acts of violence will not be tolerated at all. According to Los Angeles Police Chief Dominic Choi, partners in the U.S. Attorney's Office, as the case's prosecutors continue to compile and present more evidence, Lil Durk, a rapper who was born and bred in Chicago, is facing more felony charges. One count of interstate locations for homicide. Lil Durk's charges have been expanded to include for hire that results in death. One count of conspiracy, one count of carrying and firing a machine gun and guns, and one count of possessing violent weaponry in connection with a violent crime that killed the 32-year-olds, in addition to the first criminal complaint that led to his indictment. Lil Durk, the lead defendant in a prior indictment dated October 17, 2024, when he was apprehended, is currently facing 2 felony charges. He is also facing 5 other defendants in connection with August 2022's murder of Kwijo Rondo. Cav London, 28, was one of the 4 accused, including Rondo's cousin. On the streets of Atlanta, Grant is also referred to as VI and Cuz. Deander Del Wilson, a 33-year-old Chicago DV, the 33-year-old inhabitant of Addison, Illinois. David Brand, another name for Lindsay, is Brown Eyes. While Vivoni and Brown Eyes are being jailed at the Winnebago County Jail in Illinois pending extradition to Los Angeles, Keith Jones, better known as Lil Durk, is in federal detention in Miami. At last, 36-year-old Asa Houston as well. Since the Grammy Award-winning rapper is currently in federal detention in Miami after being arrested at the Miami airport just before he was scheduled to depart for Italy, fans have been speculating that Lil Durk might be struggling there. Known as Booby of Chicago and Flacka of Gary, Indiana, they are currently at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Chicago. What is actually happening with Lil Durk in prison? Prayers have been offered for him to stay in prison until his trial and be able to complete any time term he receives if he loses. There are unsubstantiated rumors that the Oblak rapper may be meeting up with some of Quando Rondo's associates in prison, and they would not let him have a smooth ride inside. No one knows what is going on, but it's possible that the rumor about Lil Durk having a difficult time inside is true given the rapper's history. This is because of the way he was snitched on, which initially landed him behind bars. It's been difficult to get any information from the rapper, his team, or even his family since his plans to leave the country for the USC fell through. In 2022, Lil Durk and his accused associates were out to get Quando Rondo. It's possible that they targeted him inside because they wanted to hurt him. Rappers who enter prison in that way risk getting slashed or injured.